Money wants to play. Money wants to, and the more you play and the more you enjoy money, spending money, receiving money, using money for good things, the more joy that you have around money, the more money wants to be around you. I give myself permission to play and have fun with money. I give myself permission to be playful. I love the idea of playing with money. It is another week where I do tapping with you. I help you to elevate your vibration and bring your dreams to life for this amazing, incredible year. So, how are we today? If you are coming in live, please say, hey, let me know where you're coming in from. Today, we're talking about playing, about lightening up, getting more playful energy. And there is a very specific reason why this is so important. And there's a very specific reason why it's important that you work at this. I know it seems like, well, I'm supposed to play, but I've got to work at playing. That's because of the nature of our existence. That's because of how we've been conditioned to navigate the world that we live in. I've been saying it for weeks, we are birthing a new consciousness onto the planet. And if you really want to create the world that you want your way, then you need to start with the end in mind. So, taking life so seriously, being stuck in a fear-based state, anxious, stressed, worrying about stuff that might happen, or worrying about things not working out, or worrying about your financial situation, or worrying about your relationships. How's that working out for you? I think it's Dr. Phil who says that. How's that working for you? So if that is the way you have approached life to date, what if, because remember, if you do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result, that's a definition of insanity, right? If you keep beating your head against a wall and it's giving you a headache, then do you think that stopping beating your head against the wall is going to stop giving you a headache? Potentially, the beating the head bit against the wall bit, potentially that bit is the bit that's causing you the headache. So if the way you have approached life to now, if the way you have approached your finances and money to now has not got you the results that you want, maybe it's time for a different approach. Maybe it's time to lift your energy and your vibration. Now, what better way to lift your energy and vibration than to get playful? Playful with life, playful with opportunities, playful with possibilities. Expand. The thing is that most people are in a contracted state. You look at the state of the world right now and all the stuff that's going down. There is a lot of stuff that's going down right now because our old paradigms have to collapse. And it is very, 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 very easy to get caught up in the fear because of the uncertainty, because there's so much that we believed in, that we believed was for the good of humanity, that has not been for the good of humanity. There has been a lot of light shone on the darkness that has been allowed to perpetuate. And that there's, of course, fear and anxiety around, oh my God, are we going to be able to get out of this dark path? Yes, we are. And we are getting out of this dark path. We are creating a whole new future for humanity. Trust that. Believe that. Create what that looks like in your mind and hold to that vision. That's your job. To birth the new consciousness, to create the reality that we want, we have to declare the reality that we want. And imagine showing up each and every day in a playful state. in a state that is light and empowered and elevated, anticipating good things. Because the fear-based states are what keeps people stuck. The anxiety and the stress is not going to create a new life for you. Some people think, oh, but that's going to drive me to move and do stuff. For most people, that is not the case. So many people talk about, oh, I work best when I'm under pressure. Maybe you work when you're under pressure, but that the cortisol that courses through your body when you are stressed and anxious and you are under pressure, actually they have scientific evidence that shows that it robs you of your creativity, your problem-solving abilities. It dumbs you down. The cortisol affects the brain in a way that dumbs you down. You do not want stress. So how do you release stress when you feel that you have so much to be stressed about? Things like EFT. Things like every single day visualizing and reminding yourself of the future that you're creating. Actually building new habits to get playful. Simplify your life. Let go of your emotional attachment to certain things in your life that are actually not expanding you, but contracting you. Emotional attachment contracts you. Emotional appreciation for the things that you are experiencing in your life that you enjoy, that is expansive. But actually being attached to those things, that is a contracting energy, is a contracting state. Because as soon as you become emotionally attached to it, you start to hold on to it. And that is not what life is. Life is not about holding on to what we have. Life is constantly expanding into something new. And in order to expand into something new, you must be willing to let go of some of the old. To be able to empty that container, you expand your container, but you don't continue to hold everything that you've ever had in that container. Just imagine, like, if unless you're in polygamous relationships, imagine if your old relationship that was no longer serving you, you've decided that that relationship is no longer serving you, and you have determined for various reasons that was not the best relationship for you. That there were decisions that you made, that there were paths that you took, that the choices that you made, maybe the person who you hooked up with is not the same person who you hooked up with, or there were things that have been revealed to you that has made you decide that, yeah, no, this is not the relationship that I want. So I'm cultivating a new relationship. I now have new information. Remember, you don't know what you don't know. So you went into that relationship not knowing certain things. That's okay. You learn from that. This is the nature of life. Now you're moving into, okay, I want a new relationship. I've realized that I don't want this, and I don't want that, and I don't want this. And that means that I do want that, and I do want something else. I do want this, and I want this, and I want this, and I want this. And this is what I'm creating now. Now imagine if while you're creating this new relationship, you hold on to the old relationship, and the relationship before that, and the relationship before that, and the relationship before that. Doesn't work, does it? It's the same with everything. Stop holding on to everything that is. Allow yourself to expand into the new version of you, the new life that you desire to create for yourself, based on what you know now, and let go of those things that no longer serve you, and let you go of your emotional attachment to all of it. Because that emotional attachment will keep you locked in the current paradigm. Doesn't mean you have to let everything go and walk away and close the door and say, oh, well, I have to close the door on everything in my life. Not at all. But you can see where if you don't let go of your emotional attachment, then it's actually going to keep you stuck. It's not going to help you expand. Appreciate the stuff and the things and the experiences and the people who you have in your life who are expansive, and go, you know what, that's great. I appreciate that. I'm really grateful for that. And every day be grateful for that. But let go of the emotional attachment. I think it's the Buddhists who calls it becoming unclutched, which is a very good term, very descriptive. So it's so good to have you here. If you have come in live, then please let me know that you're here. Say hello. If you're watching the replay, please say replay. And we're going to do the money mumbo, the money dance. And I want to share with you, so partly today has been inspired by a new book. So as you know, I'm always, I've already read 3 books this year. And I love reading. And I've poured a lot more time and energy into reading this year. So I've already read 3 books. And I'm halfway through this one. This one was gifted to me by a new acquaintance who I met just less than a week ago now. And we realized that we had a lot in common, and we're just, we live about 20 minutes apart. So we said, hey, why don't we meet for coffee? That'd be great. So, and when she met me, she said, I've been looking at your profile, your Facebook profile, and I have a gift for you. I think this will be something that you'll really enjoy. So her book, Sarah McCrum is her name. Hopefully you can see that. Her book is called Love Money, Money Loves You. And it's channeled. The reason I'm loving it is because it's a very easy read. I like easy. And it's channeled from the perspective of money. So she opened up a conversation with money. It's a bit like if you've read Neil Donald Walsh's Conversations with God, and God is talking to Neil Donald Walsh. Well, money is talking to Sarah McCrum. And it is so delightful. It is so beautiful and simple, and really, it's very different hearing money speak. Now, Love Money, Money Loves You, Sarah McCrum, you can get it on Amazon as an ebook, as an audiobook, or you can order the physical copy. I really recommend that you get the book and you study it. So this is now one of my favorite books, along with A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And it's a book that I'm going to read over and over and over because there's so much gold in it. And it just gives a whole new perspective on stuff that we kind of know, but it gives a whole new, it opens up a whole new understanding. At least it's opened up a whole new understanding on a whole new level for me, and appreciation. So one of the things that I've really come to understand is this playful energy with money. Money wants to play. Money wants to, and the more you play and the more you enjoy money, spending money, receiving money, using money for good things, the more joy that you have around money, the more money wants to be around you. So imagine, I've used this analogy for some time now that I picked up years and years ago, but if money were your lover, would it want to live in your house? So imagine a new person turns up, a new relationship turns up for you, and you're all dark and gloomy about this person and around this person, and it's all serious all the time, and you're stressed and you're anxious about this relationship, and it's all very needy. And do you think that person's going to want to stick around? But if you're playful, you're energized, you're happy, you enjoy seeing that person, when you see that person, you're all lit up and you go, wow, hello, it's so good to see you. Come in. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being in my life. I just love your presence in my life. I love I love that you're always there for me. I love that we have so much fun together. I love that there's so many more experiences that we're going to have together in the future. Thank you for showing up for me exactly when I needed you, and for being this presence, this awesome, expansive presence in my life. Do you see the difference? Money is a relationship, and it's also a relationship with yourself. It's giving yourself that permission to play, to be light, to be joyful, to be happy, to enjoy money and its presence in your life, because the more you enjoy it, the more it will be there. And this is a very big key, because we have conditioned to be so serious about life, to be so serious about money, to be so serious about everything. And this has been our experiential reality. Our experience has said that we have to be serious. Our experience has said that money is stressful. Our experience has said that if we don't take money seriously, then it won't take us seriously, and then I won't have enough of it. Well, if it's not working, then maybe it's time to shift that experience, yeah? So we're going to do some tapping in a minute. I hope that when I frame this stuff up for you, that it really gives you some context and helps you to make sense of what we're about to dive into and why. So I could just come on and then just start tapping, and that would help you to make the shifts. But I honestly believe that when you have some context behind it, when you understand why we're heading toward that destination and why this is so important, I'm really hoping that that helps you to really appreciate the importance of this work. And being playful with money doesn't mean that you don't take the activity that you are engaging in seriously to create the money in your life, to attract the money in your life, to make more money. Obviously, there needs to be action to be able to get the energy exchange, so you're bringing money in. But you can be playful in that. You can enjoy that activity, and the more you enjoy that activity, the more you will actually bring money to you. So I am just approving some new members who have cast to come into the group. So let's get into some tapping. All right. So we're just going to start by tapping on the karate chop point. And I want you to feel, when you think about money right now, how playful do you feel? You probably feel a little more playful after doing the money dance. But the subject of money, when you talk about money, when you think about money, when you deal with money, do you feel playful? Generally speaking, on a scale of 0 to 10, how playful do you feel when you're dealing with money in any context? Okay, so remember that number, right? Tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I'm generally pretty serious when it comes to money, because that's the way I've been taught to be around money. I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. Even though I'm really serious when it comes to money. Money is a very serious subject. I need to be serious about money. I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. What if I could be playful about money? What if I don't have to be so serious? I deeply and completely love and accept all of me right now. Money's such a serious subject. Money causes stress and anxiety for so many people. A lack of money causes people a lot of problems. Money is a very serious subject. I was always taught to take money seriously. And I've always taken money very, very seriously. Money is a very serious subject. Money can cause a lot of pain and suffering. A lack of money can cause a lot of pain and suffering. What if I just lightened up a little around money? What if I just relaxed about money? But that just doesn't seem right. If I relax about money, if I don't take money seriously, then money won't take me seriously. And I'll have even less than I do now. I release all emotional attachment to the story that I have to take money seriously. I release all emotional attachment to being serious about money. I release all emotional attachment to all the heavy, serious energy around money. I release all emotional attachment to the story that if I don't take money seriously, money won't take me seriously. I'm choosing to lighten up about the subject of money. What if I could be playful about money? Feels like fun. What if money could be fun? What if the more I play with money and play around the subject of money, I could actually attract more money? Kind of feels weird to think about being playful with money. But what if that could actually work? I choose to relax and be playful about money. I give myself permission to relax and be playful with money. I give myself permission to not be so serious about money. I give myself permission to play and have fun with money. I give myself permission to lighten up around money. I give myself permission to lighten up in all areas of my life and stop taking everything so seriously. I give myself permission to be playful. I give myself permission to have fun. I give myself permission to be joyful. I give myself permission to be happy. I give myself permission to lighten up and have more fun. I love the idea of playing with money. I love the idea of relaxing and having fun with money. I know money can be fun. I give myself permission to have a lot of fun and make more money. I'm ready to have fun and play and make more money as a consequence. Everything is a story. I know that everything is a story. So I'm choosing to live in a story where I get to play and have fun and consequently make more money. What if we could all play and have fun and make a lot of money? That's a world I would love to live in. That's a world I choose to create. I'm deliberately creating my world where I get to play and have fun and make money. Even make a lot of money. I can't wait to play with money. I can't wait to play and receive money. I'm so excited about being playful with money. Oh, it feels so much lighter to being playful with money. I choose to know I can be playful with money. I'm excited about playing with money to become truly, truly wealthy. Okay, deep breath. Let it out. Deep breath. Let it out. Okay, now when you think of the subject of money, when you think about being playful and attracting money, when you think about playing with money and the resources that you have with money, how do you feel on a scale of 0 to 10? Now, you may still have, actually, you probably will still have some work to do around this. Habits take a while to break. And no matter how long you've been on this planet, it is almost a certainty that you have been wired in a way that play and money just don't collide. They're separate ends of the scale. Now is the time to break down that energy and that resistance that may stop you or have judgment around, oh, I can't possibly play and make more money. How does that work? You'll probably find there's a state of confusion going on and going, like, what? That's a whole new way of thinking. I don't even know how to think that way because we're not wired to think that way. We're not wired to behave that way. Now, when I talk about being playful with money, I'm not talking about dropping all ideas about actually taking action and having a serious side to this. There is a serious side to this. But if you are always serious, so the serious side is to sit down and think, right, okay, so this new paradigm that I have about playing with money, how is that going to work? How can I play and make money? How can I have fun and make money? So what do I need to do? How do I play more? What do I need to do in my life that I get to play more? So that's kind of the serious side, and then the taking action. But even your action should have a playful aspect to it. What brings you joy? What is fun? Then there's the things like putting in place, the systems, the strategies. There's still all that. You still need to actually do stuff, learn new stuff, new skills, put a system and a strategy in place. There are many, many, many ways that you could be playful and make more money. It doesn't mean that you just go down to the park and you just play with puppies all day and money is necessarily going to come to you. I'm not saying that that's not a possibility. Maybe if you love playing with puppies, maybe the thing that you do is you open up a dog walking business, or you look after people's dogs for the day when they're going to work all day and they want their dogs looked after. Or, you know, maybe you open up a training school for dogs because you love playing with dogs. Do you see the point? The serious part is the business structure and how that works. But there must be a playful element to it. You must weave and integrate the playfulness into everything that you do. And if it's too serious, and if it's stressful, and if it's anxious, there's a lot of anxiety wrapped up in it, you're just going to slow down your progress. So if you want to understand more about this, I highly recommend you get this book. And don't forget to register for the Limitless You program. So it's going to be 5 days of activating the limitless version of you. And it is going to be fun and playful, because I am determined that everything that I do this year is going to have an element of fun and play. And if it doesn't, then maybe that's not my thing. Or maybe I need to change it so it is fun and playful and not too serious. So it's really, really important that you start to weave this into your life and start to act and behave and see the world in a different way. Yes, there's a lot of serious stuff happening. Now is the time that we have an opportunity to create magic and miracles, and whatever the new paradigm is that we want, now is the time to create it. Now is the time to bring in this playful energy. So stop taking everything so seriously. Deal with your responsibilities. Take positive action toward overcoming the challenges that you have in your life. Absolutely. But bring play to that. How can that be playful? How can that be joyful? So I love you loads. I will look forward to seeing you next Thursday in the Wealth Consciousness Movement group, or Wednesday if you're in the States. And that is when the Limitless You program will start. So I look forward to seeing you then. Have an amazing week, an amazing day, and give me some feedback in the comments below as to how this felt for you. Come back and comment as to how this particular attitude, when you change your attitude, everything changes. How this particular attitude, when you bring it into the various aspects of your life, how it changes things. So imagine if you have a job or work that you're going to, and you bring playfulness into it, you know, and like if you're a brain surgeon, obviously don't bring play into the surgery. If you're a brain surgeon, I doubt you're watching this, but you know what I mean. Don't start playing while you're actually doing brain surgery, but bring more playfulness into other aspects of your life. Yeah. Okay. Love you loads. Mwah. Have an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you next week. Play, play, play. Bye for now.